Hello everybody. This is a video welcome tour of my lab, the biogeochemistry lab called Carbon and Nitrogen Dynamics, or CaNDy lab. I'm Hilairy Hartnett, so let's go in and have a look at the lab. So before we get started on the lab, I'm going to turn this around so you can see me. It's nice to see you all. We're still in the midst of getting back up and running after being shut down from COVID-19, but I'll give you some idea of the things that are going on. Turn you back around. So we are interested in carbon and nitrogen in all range of aquatic systems, whether that's the ocean or rivers and lakes, or even in very dry soils. And so what you see here is a bunch of field sampling gear and a bunch of samples waiting for analysis in the front of the main lab. The lab's not always tidy, as you can see from here, but this is working on a set of sample sheets to organize samples from Tempe Town Lake, which is quite nearby our campus. It's a pretty standard chemistry lab. We have fume hoods. This one is set up for filtering water. Oh, you can see me in the reflection. For those of you who don't like chemistry, you'll look at the back and you're like, oh, glassware and lots of chemicals. It turns out these things are necessary in a chemistry lab. And we do a whole slew of different kinds of experiments, including my student Donnie, who's building electronic sensors to measure temperature and humidity in desert soils. Here's some examples of the soils. These were collected in the Atacama Desert in Peru. They're part of an astrobiology project where our interest is in understanding how much water is actually available in Peru, or in the Atacama, for microbes. And the last thing I'm going to show you as we walk past places where we wash dishes and clean materials is the instrument lab. And the first thing you see here is a vacuum line. And this vacuum line is set up to do extraction of water and gases from water samples so that we can measure the amount of nitrogen, oxygen, and argon with this little mass spectrometer. And this next instrument down here, big blue box, brown box, is a fluorometer that we use to characterize the types of organic matter. And if I turn around, you can see our workhorse organic carbon analyzer, which we use to find out how much carbon is in a sample. So that's a brief tour of the CaNDy lab without so much people. There's another mass spectrometer and our workbench area. That's a GC we're trying to fix. So if you're interested in environmental chemistry, geochemistry, astrobiology, send me an email or stop by and visit. I realize we may not do that anytime soon, but I look forward to meeting you in person sometime soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.